Hello, friends. How are you? My name is Mike. This channel is Health and Wealth. What a privilege it is today to be able to talk to you about the latest announcement. Today is Group B. Early this morning, 6:55 a.m., announcing their distributions, which will be coming out to you on this Friday for most people. Some of us on Monday, but today is the announcement day. Tomorrow is the X distribution day, which means that if you don't have your money in these funds before 8 p.m. on May 21st, then you won't qualify for the distribution that I'm about to talk to you about. But you would qualify for the next one, right? And so what a lot of people do is they buy these on the X dividend day, which is tomorrow, okay, the day after the announcement, because what you'll see is, generally speaking, an automatic reduction of the distributions I'm about to tell you that I was emailed this morning by YieldMax, and you can get this email yourself by going to YieldMax's website, clicking on Contact Us. It's near the top right, filling out your email address, and then you'll get these Wednesday? Every Wednesday at 6:55 in the morning. So yeah, pretty cool that they do email everybody to let them know as long as you sign up. So let's get into it. And it was a really, really good week. This Group B announcement is absolutely massive. I have some extra stuff to talk to you at the very end. So yeah, we're hitting some all-time highs in some other worlds here. So let's talk about that too. All right, first thing we're going to talk about is the weeklies here. CHPY paying out 39 cents this week. We have Chippy right here. This is a all the different chip companies out there, things like that. Not Lay's and Ruffles or anything like that, but 38 cents is pretty close to the last 2 weeks here. Chippy itself 39 cents this time, so a little higher than the last 2 weeks, which is good. Chippy stock here doing not too bad, actually. $51 if you look at it over the last 5 days, because this is a weekly pair, down 0.13%, which is really nothing. Over the last month, up 17%. But this came out at around $50 per share, so we're up a little bit. I mean, this says 45, but I think it came out at 50. So that's Chippy. Next up, we have GPTY, your AI play, paying 29 cents, and I'll scroll down for this one here, higher than the last 2 weeks here, which is good to see. Share price down about $7 since its inception, but I mean, if we take a look at the last week here, up 3%. Imagine going up 3% every week, plus getting a distribution. That would be really nice. Wishful thinking, I think, but that would be really nice. All right, next up we have LFGY. This guy is volatile, man. This thing pays sometimes some beasts of distribution, sometimes not so much, but this week paying out 49 cents. Yeah, a little bit higher than last week, 75 cents the week before, and 47 cents the week before that. Over the last 5 days, up 4%. This is going to be a crypto play. Crypto is currently popping off, and so that should really help this in its future share price. I mean, if we look at it today, up 1.5%. Next, we have QDTY paying out 32 cents here. QDTY is playing off the Qs, QQQ. 32 cents is pretty high compared to the last 2 week payments, and same as a month ago. So hovering around that 23 to 32 cent range, 33 cent range every week. You got to be happy with that. Again, not down too much, which is nice. The market kind of, I don't know, did it go up? It's hard to pay attention every single day. Did it go up? It went up a little bit, didn't it? But I mean, it had some volatility in the last couple of days here, so you can see those spikes right there on the map itself. But over the last month, up 14%, which is awesome. Also, just so you guys know, if you're new here, I like to keep it real. I like to have some fun on this channel. So if you enjoy the content, hit the like, subscribe, and I would love to have you as a member if you feel like supporting the channel in any way at all. Also, this is not advice. I'm just kind of going over the numbers here. I never want to advise you to do anything at all with your money. Make sure you do your own research. I'm thinking of making an underlying purchase coming up in the next couple of days here. We'll see what happens. All right, so this is going to be QDTY. Next up, RDTY. So RDTY paying out 34 cents. Let's get into that one. 34 cents. Wow, it's quite a bit, 10 cents more than last week. So this thing is ranging between what, 24 cents and 45 cents, so 46 cents so far. That's kind of its range, which is kind of cool. RDTY plays off the Russell. Doesn't have a lot of your money in it, 4.56 million compared to some of the other assets out there. RDTY 45 bucks, just kind of hovering. It went up just a 0.5%, which is great. I'll take a 0.5% every week plus get my distribution. I mean, that would be great for sure. Next up, SDTY, 27 cents. Usually this one's going to be the lowest of those three because it's coming off the S&P 500. It's playing off the S&P 500. But 27 cents, let's take a look at last week, 24, 27, 31. So this one has a range of 20, well, look at that, 17 cents all the way up to 31 cents, give or take a couple cents there, right? So that's its average in between there. So SDTY, the share price is 43 bucks, down 0.5%. This is playing off the S&P 500 cover call strategy right here. We have 3 left on the weeklies. Next one's Alti, ULTY, you ain't got an alibi, paying 9 cents, which is pretty standard for it. Also, if you just heard the nasal in my voice, I think I caught a cold. My throat was closing up this morning. I'm glad you're there and I'm here so you don't catch it, but we'll see how we do over the next few days. I don't know if you guys are like me, but I need to call my mom, get her over here and make me some soup. I just had chicken noodle soup, actually. Alti had the last 2 weeks were higher than usual, right? 11 cents and 10 cents, but 9 cents this week, which is pretty standard here. Over the last 3 weeks, it's hovering over 9 cents. Yeah, there you go. Alti. People love Alti. They can't get enough of it. 297 million human dollars are in there, which is insane. Alti's share price, $6.26. It's up 0.89% this week. So that's good. I mean, anytime it's up, it's good. And I mean, I'd just like to remind, the last month has been incredible, but the last month's been really good for basically the entire market. But I mean, 14% is great. But over the last year, down 57%. So, I mean, this little hump right here has definitely helped, hasn't it? April 4th and on has definitely helped for sure. Hopefully this thing comes back to, in the tens in the next few months here to really help and support the $47 million that are invested in it, right? We want this fund to do well. I know a lot of you are invested in it, and you're invested in making money, and you hope that the NAV stability happens here and the share price rises a little bit. Plus, you get your 9 cents every week. I know that would make me happy as well. Next, we have 2 left here. We got YMAG and YMAX. YMAG paying 25 cents. That's that's pretty good. Let's take a look here. Yeah, look at that difference. Holy smokes. This is a really good payment for sure. Considering the last few weeks for YMAG have been quite a bit lower. Yeah, you gotta be happy with that. That's for sure. YMAG share price, rocking today, by the way, up 0.83% so far. 0.5% up over the last 5 days, so that's good. Anytime these stay the same or go up and you still get your distribution, that's great. Tomorrow will be a big reduction, right, of that 25 cents. So next one, last one on the weeklies, then we're gonna get into the monthlies or the 4 weeklies. Is YMAX paying out 18 cents. 18 cents. YMAX 18 cents. Let's say it one more time for the people in the back. A little bit lower than last week by a penny. And by the way, we don't do pennies in Canada anymore. We got rid of pennies a few years ago. It was determined we don't need them. Next up, we have YMAX sitting here. It's chart 1392, up 0.83%, up 13.5% over the last month. But it's down 30% in overall share price. But what do you get instead? Holy smokes, you guys, you get incredible distributions every single week, right? So it's been good. It's definitely been good. If you like that weekly income, that was your weekly income run through. We're going to talk about the 4 weeklies coming up next, but before I do, I wanted to jump into some breaking news. Bitcoin today hit all-time highs. It actually went up to $109,500, all-time highs for Bitcoin. We're getting, well, it's 108 now. This thing is pretty darn volatile today. You can see it by the chart. And I know a lot of you guys are invested in Misty. Well, Mister today is really, it was benefiting that massive climb by Bitcoin there. Who knows what's going to happen by the end of the day? I'm recording this before noon. So this is going to definitely change up and down a whole bunch of times today before you get to view this at around 3 o'clock. Let's get into the 4 weeklies. So we have BABO. Like we said, like I said, I'm not a we, I don't think. I am a he. And every 4 weeks it pays out. So what does this mean? That means it goes in cycles. It's going to pay out 13 times a year, which is pretty awesome. Well, this bad boy right here paid out 99 cents or is about to pay out 99 cents. And that's going to be the X distribution date is tomorrow. The payout date again is this Friday. For most people, check with your brokerage. Some of them take their time. For me, I get my money on Monday. But that's an incredible distribution, much higher than the last 2 months here. $1.91 is 3 months ago, but really, really good. BABO, 44 million. Surprisingly, not like a super popular fund over here. YieldMax, the share price $17.54. Over the last 4 weeks here, it has gone up 5.66%, which is fantastic. I mean, the share price since it's come out is down 14% overall, which is really not too bad compared to a lot of the funds at YieldMax. Next up, we have Dips paying out 35 cents. Dips is an inverse play in terms of NVDY. Yeah, so they're going against the odds here. They're not thinking NVIDIA is going to go up. It's going to dip. Hence the name. And paying out a really good distribution here compared to a few months ago anyways, but 35 cents here. When I said really good, I actually lied. It's quite a bit lower. You know what I was thinking? When I said really good, I was thinking NVIDIA had a great month, and so therefore it had a great month, so Dips would have had a terrible month, so paying out 35 cents, which is lower than all of these. And remember, its battle is to fight the price of NVIDIA. If NVIDIA goes up, this most likely won't be doing so well with their calls and that sort of thing. So, or their puts and whatever they do. So, yeah, we're going to move on. Dips, $9.03. I'm not a big fan of any of the inverse funds over at YieldMax. This is kind of the trend with every single one of them. Do your research before you buy any of this stuff and understand the shortcomings of them. And yeah, here we go, right? So the last month here down 30% in share price. That's rough. That's a rough month. Next up, we have Phoebe FBY, 63 cents. Let's go check it out. 63 cents for Phoebe Facebook Meta Play. Higher than the last three months here, so that's pretty good. All dating all the way back to January, tying that one. Phoebe share price itself 16.41. Over the last month here, up almost 20%, which is incredible. That's really good. Really good share price. You got to be happy with that if you are invested in it. Now, just so you know, since it's come out, it's down about $3.60 or $4.22 since day one that it's come out. Next up, we have a gold play. I love gold. 37 cents. Is this one right here? GD. Oh, sorry about that. That one right there. GDXY. Let's take a look. Lower than the last 4 months, right? Lower than the last 4 months. The gold play here, last month here, down almost 10%, under $15. It's at $15.38 now so far. So yeah, there you go, gold play. Next up, almost as boring as the U.S. Treasuries, J.P. Morgan, JPMO play, 39 cents. Pretty standard here, if I remember correctly. Yeah, hovering around that 30 to 60 cent range here, 39 cents. I mean, JPMO has been out all the way since October of 2023, so it's been out a long time. Those guys that, if you're invested in JPMO, you got to be getting close, don't you think, to being paid back probably in the next 6 months or so. but it doesn't pay out a ton of money because it's not super volatile. But yeah, here we go. 1650 in the last month, up 7.91%. Next one is a Bitcoin play. It's a Bitcoin miner play. It's called MARO, and the underlying stock is called, the symbol is MARA, MARA. If you ever wanted to do options as an example, and you wanted something extremely volatile where with a ton of upside potential, but also a ton of downside risk, um, that could be a fun one for you because it usually trades in the $20 range. I haven't looked at it today, but it generally pays a very good premium for trading options. So, that one, and Riot is the other one, the other Bitcoin miner that pays out tons in premiums. But they're very volatile. They jump from, Riot, as an example, jumps from $7 to $20 and back to 7 over and over and over and over again, right? So, very risky stuff. But what comes with risk over here at YieldMax is that we get really great distributions. And so for this one this month, you're getting a massive distribution of $1.97. This is very, very good in terms of distribution. Let's go take a look at its previous months here. $1.84, $1.47, $1.55. So, it's not something that I remember, but I can understand why. It's super volatile. These stocks, these underlying stocks are super volatile. MARO here, 26 bucks. Not doing so well in share price, although it has flattened out here since April. Well, let's call it March 31st. It's really flattened out from then. But since its inception here, down 44%. It came out in December. So, yeah, it had a rocky road. If we look at the last month here, though, back up 21%. So that's huge. That's huge. That means that it was down 65% before this last month. Ooh, make some noises. Whoa. That's a lot. But the last month it's coming right back up, which is good. And that's part of the reason why your distribution is so darn good. I'm curious about how much money is in this. $81 million in this fund right here. It is relatively new. But I always like to think about trading options. Mara is on that list, and Riot's on that list just because it's extremely volatile. But for Riot, understand that it's probably going to go to 7 from whatever it's at right now eventually. So you may lose it on share price. So if you could do like the wheel strategy on those, that might be a good idea as well. Not advice, just throwing ideas out there into the world. Ideas. Next up, we have everybody's favorite. Today's actually opposite day. MRNY, MRNY, paying out 12 cents. Now, just so you know, that's a massive distribution for MRNY, and I'll explain why here in just a second. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't even open it up. It's nice of me. Did I open it up? What am I looking at right now? We're doing this live, everybody. I did load it up. Okay. Cool. Yeah, there it is. 12 cents, right? So last month paid out 12 cents as well. Share price is absolutely scary low. $2.49 over the last month here, down 1.97%. Let's call it 2. And then, since it's come out, down 86%. So not looking promising for our old friend Marnie here. This is going to be the next test case of what YieldMax does whenever a fund gets this low. If we were talking about all of the other funds a few months ago, everybody was starting to freak out. What happens if we do a reverse split? Well, here we are at $2.49. Its distributions are quite a bit lower, which is kind of matching the share price, right? So, what is going to be the next step? There's, a couple of options here. Let this thing run to 0. Another option is do a reverse split up to 50 bucks. So that would be like 20 for 1. I can't do math right now, guys. Sorry, I have a cold. It's a man cold. Do a reverse split, or just let the fund take it off the market, right? Those could be options. And then the rumor is whenever they take it off the market, they give you your money back from however much money you have left in the shares. That's what I've heard. That's depressing, eh? Should we talk about something that's not depressing? Let's go into my favorite in this group. It's my personal favorite because I'm invested in it. It's NVDY. And holy smokes, we got a massive distribution. A lot of guesstimates on this one. I guessed $1.25. I said I wanted to be conservative. The only reason I said $1.25 is because I knew that NVIDIA had a great month. NVIDIA had a great month. We had a good month at YieldMax as investors with the weekly calls, with the synthetic, and I was thinking, with the share price going up, with the successful month for Nvidia and NVIDIA, I was thinking $1.25. So $1.62 is huge. I'll take it all day. It's our biggest one in a long time. Let's go investigate that. Actually, okay. Let's do a little investigation over here. I mean, it's $1 more than last month. 78. There we are. Since February, $1.61. So we haven't been treated to massive distributions over at NVIDIA for a long time. It is consistent. This is my longest holding ETF at YieldMax so far. I've had it since March of a year ago. So we're talking like 14, 15 months, something like that. But I'm pretty pumped for that. Share price 1707. I mean, up $1.25 today. 2% over the last 5 days and up 25% over the last month. Very, very excited about this. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with that money. I don't know. There's a future video coming. I don't like sharing what I do as an example of what you should do. I'm just sharing my journey with take a drink. I'm just sharing my journey of what I'm doing with my money. But man, do I ever want to buy the underlying of Misty so bad, which is Mr. That's what I want to do. I don't know. We'll see. NVIDIA, $136 here. Now, I did sell over 50% of my shares to pay off my debt. I sold it at 134, so kicking my butt there a little bit, but you know what? I'm debt free right now. Every single dollar that comes to my bank account from now on, I can take it and pay mortgage and then invest the rest. So I'm very excited about that. So I'm not really kicking my butt too hard. There's always an opportunity out there for your money, right? So, yeah, that's nice. Over the last month, it's up 41% compared to NVIDIA, which is up 25%. But I think, let's go back to this page right here. What is this saying? 125%. I gotta go all the way up. Distribution rate 125% from NVIDIA. So that's pretty awesome. We have one more that is equally as awesome, if not more awesome. Is PLTY. You ain't got an alibi, you're Platy. So this is the biggest distribution, raise an eyebrow, ever at YieldMax, $7.04 for PLTY. Congratulations to you if you're a shareholder over there. You just got yourself a 10% distribution on the share price right now. Share price of PLTY is $70. This is absolutely enormous. Let's go take a look here. Here's all of the distributions so far. $4.65 was enormous last month. Now we're at $7. This is incredible stuff. This is unheard of. $5.32. It's hovering. It's hovering in the $5 and the $4 range over the last 3 months. Here we go, blowing it out of the water. $7. It's good. It's definitely good. Now, this is going to raise, if you're on any social media groups or anything like that, and the share price tomorrow drops down to $63, you know what people are going to say? Why did the share price drop $7? It's because you're getting a $7 distribution, right? Now, on top of that, could be market conditions. We could have an up day, a down day. It could go up or down or stay the same. On top of that, $7 tomorrow there too. But PLTY itself went up 22% this last month. Really incredible stuff. Came out October 11th. I always get that day wrong, but $52 at that time. PLTR in the last month went up 39%. Give me a second here. Let me go back. PLTY. That's not too far off on the upside there. 22 to 39. Yeah, I mean it's like what? 17%, something like that different, but you're getting that massive 10% distribution there as well, which is huge. So congratulations to you guys for sure. Me, I'm not invested in PLTY. This morning I was like, man, I really think I want to get into it. But I mean, if we take $10,000, okay, and we put it into NVDY or PLTY, you're getting roughly the same amount or percentage of distribution, right? So PLTY share price $70, NVIDIA you're looking at $16, $17. So you're getting more shares in NVIDIA than you would with PLTY. You're getting roughly the same, give or take a couple of $100 maybe, but roughly the same. If you put that 10,000 into each one, that's an interesting case study to look at maybe another day. But this has been one of the best announcements that YieldMax has made in the last 4 or 5 months. I know it makes me pretty excited. I am thinking about what to do with that distribution. Do I take it? Do I put it into Misty? Or do I just go and do it? Do I go and do it and buy Mr. MSTR? That's the thought process. And then take the rest of it and put it in Misty. I think what's gonna happen with that decision on Monday is I'm gonna determine the share price of Mr. if it's dipping, if it's continuing to go up. We're gonna look at Bitcoin. We're gonna analyze it a little bit. I think Mr. may go back down a little bit over time here, but I don't know. I think that I want to have 5 to 10 shares of Mr. So I can have the trifecta, right? Which is Misty, Mr. and Bitcoin, the trifecta in my portfolio. Days like today, whenever Bitcoin takes off, man, does that ever make me feel happy about dollar cost averaging into that thing every 2 weeks. I'm very, very excited about the future. That's going to be it for me. My name is Mike. If you enjoyed the content, hit the like, subscribe, and become a member. I would love to have you. Thanks so much, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Bye for now.